regular contact with our members is so very important if we were to be realistic as an organisation. The sharing of information on the various topics that are important to the Irish Kennel Club and its members is crucial if we are to be effective in reacting to the many challenges that we face going forward. However, with so many shows, trials, meetings and judging seminars, it's almost impossible to get free weekends to do this. To address this situation, the IKC are putting together a series of media options to increase the availability of information to all our members. Podcast, PowerPoint and audio-visual facilities will allow us to publish presentations to a much wider audience and include as many of our members as is possible. This is our first effort at this type of an approach, and I know you will be patient with us and give us more time to get it right. As this is a new venture, your feedback would be appreciated. Thank you.
The Irish Kennel Club wishes to keep its members and the general dog owning public up to date with how the current coronavirus pandemic may affect you and your dog. The positive physical and mental health impact of owning a dog is well known. The release of endorphins and oxytocin as a result of petting or just looking at your dog has become researched over the years, and the health benefits of pet ownership cannot be overestimated. As social distancing and self-isolation becomes the accepted norm, the role of our dogs and other pets will become more important, especially for the elderly and those on their own. Caring for an animal can add purpose to people already feeling overwhelmed by anxiety. So to answer some of your questions, can your dog become ill from or transmit COVID-19? The short answer is a definite no. There is no evidence that pets can become sick from COVID-19. Infectious disease experts, such as the Centre for Disease Control and the World Health Organization, indicate there is no evidence to suggest that dogs or cats can spread COVID-19 to people. When handling and caring for animals, basic hygiene measures should always be implemented. This includes hand washing before and after being around or handling animals, their food or supplies, as well as avoiding kissing, touching or sharing food. There are no extra restrictions on exercising your dog, but it would be sensible to maintain a safe distance from other walkers in line with HSE recommendations. That is, maintaining a distance of 2 meters from other people and within a 2-kilometer radius of your home. In other jurisdictions such as Spain, despite the lockdown, 1 individual per household is allowed out with their dog to exercise it. If you are exercising outside of your home and garden, then remember to clean your hands with sanitizer or soap and water to avoid contamination from commonly touched surfaces such as gates, openings, latches, etc. If you're in a country area, you should already be aware that this is lambing season and that free exercise in the countryside comes with responsibilities. It may be sensible to keep your pet on a leash. Remember that should your dog stray or not come back, then because of social isolation and recent restrictions, there will be fewer people to help you search for your lost dog. If you're working from home for the foreseeable future, it is important to maintain an approximation of your normal business day. Try not to have the dog with you all the time. It is important that there are times when it is in another room away from where you are working. This will help prevent the possible development of separation related problems in the future when you go back to work. If your dog is used to having constant access to you during the times when you are at home, then the shock and impact of that access being withdrawn when you return to work is all the greater. Far better to keep a structured routine or introduce a playtime signal, which can be any novel object or clothing which appears when play starts and is removed when play stops. This way the dog knows when you are going to interact with it. Use your coffee break to leave your desk and then go into the dog and play for a few minutes before returning to work. Try not to overindulge your dog with extra treats just because you are at home. If you want to treat your dog, give it ordinary dog food such as kibble from its normal daily ration rather than anything extra. Talking of food, there is no shortage of dog food, but you may not want to visit crowded shops. Many pet foods can be ordered and delivered online from many different companies. Don't wait until the dog food bag is almost empty, in case your favourite food can't be bought. Leave a few days worth to mix with the new food. A quarter new with a 3/4 old, and then half and half for 2 days, and finally 3/4 new and a quarter old. This will help avoid possible stomach upsets associated with the change in food. Social contact. The Irish Kennel Club has created a Facebook page for those people who are able and willing to help those in their local area. This could be practical help such as shopping or walking the dog, or simply maintaining social contact via phone calls, etc. We would encourage you to form a group county by county, as has already been done in Kildare and Meath. Contact Clodagh Fallon at ikc.ie, who will be able to help you set up an action group in your area or help you set up a Facebook or WhatsApp group. To keep members and public up to date on dog and human welfare, the Irish Kennel Club Health and Welfare Committee is proposing a weekly podcast. Perhaps you have ideas on games to play with your dog or simple training exercises to share. Just send an email with your enquiry, question or topics to ikchealth@gmail.com and mark the subject line as COVID-19. We will do our best to give you answers and reliable fact-checked information. In the meantime, enjoy your dogs and stay safe. Remember, social